Yeah, I really thought I wasn't gonna go ahead and get into this One Piece Odyssey stuff with 2 weeks remaining. Actually, about a week, give and take, a week and a half. We are full speed ahead, counting down the days that we get our hands on One Piece Odyssey. Now, you guys might have noticed that I took a huge break in talking about the game, and it was because the game itself took a huge break in giving us something, and then when they finally gave us something, it was just like back to back to back to back to back, and unfortunately, the channel's been focused on a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure algorithm. So none of my videos for One Piece were posting out and doing numbers. So I kind of sat back. With a week away though, I am watching all these trailers. I am posting them as much as I can daily, of course. Anything that I've missed, gonna check out what they're showing us, what they're talking about, how I break them down, of course, on my own terms and my own things. And then after that, it's all about doing the live stream. Of course, we will be hosting a live stream for One Piece Odyssey here on the channel, day one live. We will be playing when the game is available for download. We'll have it downloaded. We'll be playing all or 2 a.m. to 7 in the morning, something like that of the sort. But we're here. We're here. One Piece Odyssey is going to be here. We always been doing One Piece content. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to keep doing reactions when the Japanese companies do not want you to react to their stuff for their anime and things. So it's kind of hard to make sure that you follow the guidelines apparently with the Japanese copyright system. And my channel's always doing bad when it comes down to either Bleach or One Piece or Naruto content. Those big three, they're out there. They come heavy, 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 heavy after my channel. Anytime my channel starts generating any kind of algorithm or any kind of number. So without further ado, let's watch. Let's see what happens in this video. And you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this game. Do you guys think that One Piece being turn-based is good for the anime genre, or in general, is it good for the One Piece fans to enjoy this kind of game? Or do y'all firmly believe that this right here is taking a full detour as to what One Piece should be doing, which a lot of folks are starving for a fighting game? So let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and hop into this video. Make sure you guys hit the sub. Make sure you guys hit the sub, hit the like, hit the share. Continue coming through. You already know it's Odyssey time. Let's get it. All right, let's see what happens here.
With Luffy and friends, Bandai Namco aims to show the One Piece series still has a few tricks up its stretchy sleeves.
Okay.
Converting one of the most popular names.
So it goes into like an actual battle thing, like Pokemon. Okay, I'll take that.
Is not a small one. And so developer
Small one.
Computer Art has switched up many of the fundamentals to make it better suited for the iconic pirate adventure.
Okay.
In my time, felt like improvements over the standard JRPG recipe.
I like it.
More importantly, made things feel much more in line with what one might expect from One Piece. After 3 hours running around as Zoro and Chopper, I barely
3 hours
scratched the surface.
3 hours.
Mixes up the stock JRPG formula is by doing away with the standard turn-based battle system, where your party squares off against a rival group of enemies.
Doing away.
While combat is still turn-based, with standard attacks, more powerful skills or special abilities that can be activated a limited number of times,
Gotcha.
and consumables that can be used up, each character was sorted into 4 different zones and faced their own slate of baddies instead of fighting as a group.
Okay. I like that. 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 That's really fucking cool. I ain't gonna front. But you can move them, right? Oh, I like that. Let me see what we got here.
These sequences interrupt your regularly scheduled butt whooping
butt whooping
that adds some special challenge or twist in the story, and it was easily one of the coolest things I saw in my time with Odyssey.
Okay.
In one example,
what are they talking about here?
Was ganged up on by a group of enemies, and I had to rush in and save him before he was taken out.
Really?
In another, I had to finish off a boss using Luffy to prove my rightful place as pirate captain.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
or if they're
I like
randomly
that.
triggered, but the idea was interesting enough to keep me on my toes.
It just
And
changes
it's
the
nice
battle
to be able to
repetitiveness.
battles that can get repetitive.
Correct.
Explore its areas.
Now,
Specific
the only
to
thing I got
abilities
so
to
far,
instantly
and
switch
it kind of
between one
feels
specific
like it's
option of
pushing my
multiple
gripe,
characters
is the
and
fact
pick their own
that their
ability.
goes so
Usopp had
slow.
the ability to snipe things with his
So,
slingshot,
yeah.
making him very useful in knocking down items tucked away somewhere up high,
Okay.
while I was able to slash through troublesome obstacles
Hmm.
using Zoro.
Sons and Zagai!
Characters of new
And use,
pathways,
okay.
hidden items, or side quests.
Okay.
Plus, it was just nice to be able to switch between different characters to mix things up. Sometimes you're just in the mood to run around as a pirate reindeer, you know?
Pirate reindeer.
But while I was mostly pleased by Odyssey's efforts to mix up JRPG conventions with some fresh new takes, there was certainly other areas that made me raise an eyebrow, like their insistence on sticking with static save points, a JRPG mechanic.
They don't got the auto save.
Either way, I'm looking forward to continuing my pirate adventure
Birdie got
when
eaten.
One Piece Odyssey is released on January 12th.
Okay, so there's a lot to talk about here. We've gotten a lot of things in regards to how the system mechanics and how the zone mechanics work. In a nutshell, the traditional JRPG has you set up is that you line up your characters, you know, on a 4 or 3 scale, whatever it is that they're trying to go ahead and put up there. And then what ends up happening is that in this particular game they do that, but then they separate each character into their own zone in order to give you multiple different kind of enemies that you fight instead of just fighting the same enemy or the same kind of enemy in a group or a group match. So that's actually a nifty take on the zone battles where one of the games just recently that just been released, Midnight Suns, does this where you go from one zone to the other and you know beat up the opponents and things like that. The other factor that I do like is the fact that they also added this feature where you have to use certain characters if you're battling certain things in regards to activating a certain dialogue or a certain interaction, and that makes, like he said, what would be a stale 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 changes it into a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 and then 5, depending on what kind of interaction and what kind of characters you do have on screen. So you could possibly get one, or you could possibly get a link interaction as well, which was not shown in this video, but if you guys can see here, it's something that if you do achieve that, you get rewards, you get points, you get all that stuff, part of the whole reward system. And of course it also more than likely gives you alter I'm not gonna say alternative endings to the battle, but gives you the accurate way that the battle would have gone if it was, let's say, either written out in the manga or some sort of the thing like that of the sort. One of my biggest gripe is right here in this particular zone that they showed is that there is this bit where the character just feels like he's slugging while he's moving around. And I don't know if the pace of this is gonna change or if there is a running feature, but if this is the case, then that means that the areas that we're going to be visiting and the places that we're going to be exploring are not going to be as big as, let's say, World Seeker, which means that the coverage that we're going to be having is going to be like set to zone. So, oh, if you want to go to the center of Alabasta, you have to go ahead and go to the zone. It's going to load, then it's going to give you this small little arc, and then if you go to the next area, it's going to do that, versus it all being one big city that you could explore. This feature right here actually is one of the ones that I genuinely still enjoy. Now, of course, in this day and era, there's just a lot of things that is discussed as to why there's no autosave, but I genuinely think that this may be part of an option. So when you do play the game, it's going to give you the option to be able to pick between the autosave feature and the original standard feature. Now, if they don't do that, it's a missed opportunity. Nonetheless, it's not something that will kill the game. If you play Pokemon, if you play pretty much anything from Nintendo, you still kind of suffer from this from half of their RPG games where there's not an autosave feature. And if there is an autosave feature, generally is at a certain checkpoint. So if you do lose, die, or have to reset the game, you do kind of fall back quite the bit, even on the auto feature save, because that's what RPGs are relying on. You being able to grind out whatever you needed to grind on. Um, it doesn't kill me. It is a classic mode kind of thing where you have to make sure you save before you go into the boss. Traditional RPG kind of style, JRPG kind of style. I think that what they shown us in this major preview is great. The little bit of things that they gave us, the little bit of insight as to how certain character mechanics can work, and the activation of cutscenes and things, that makes it worthwhile instead of the repetitiveness. But the flip side, I don't know how the character model is moving pleases me, and if the case is that that's how fast they actually go, I wonder how big each area that you're going to explore will be, or is it going to be super segmented? Kind of like the Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm, maps and things like that. It would be a shame if they don't take advantage of the PlayStation 5 system and use it to have bigger maps and bigger details, bigger fauna, all different variety of monsters. It'd be a shame. Nonetheless, this game has been in the works for almost 3 years, so it was more specifically designed for the PlayStation 4 versus the 5, and that could basically be why you may not get that big of a variety of things that I'm mentioning, so on and so forth. So that's that. That's where I'll leave it at. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do. Make sure you select the sub, the like, the share. Continue coming through here on the channel, doing your thing. Holla at me, DBGTX, the One Piece guy, and the JoJo guy, and the Bleach guy, and the anime guy. Whatever you want to call me, holla at me here, and I'll catch you in the next video. DBGTX, I'm out.